Anita?
Hi, I'm Anita Bryant, and this is my husband, Bob Green, and we'd like to take you to a very special place. Our very special place is the heart of the Florida Keys around the town of Marathon. We love the lush tropical scenery and the wonderful boating water. Water crystal clear and yet 1,000 shades of blue-green. The waterfronts are picturesque and usually piled high with lobster traps, for this is the center of the lobster industry. Bob and I enjoy the birds, too. This one surface dives for dinner, but the old pelicans skydive. Both of them are excellent fishers, and fishing is what really brings us down here. Come on, swallow that fish. Johnny Brantner, one of the best guides in the Keys, took us out this time. He met us at Tarpon Lodge Marina, and we transferred to his boat. The Fiesta is a no-nonsense workboat with plenty of room to move around and easily maneuvered. That's what you need when you're out for tarpon, the Silver King. Johnny is a rugged man of the sea and handles his boat with deceptive ease. Johnny said he was taking us to 7 Mile Bridge, a hot spot for tarpon fishing. It's the longest bridge on the overseas highway down the Keys. The tarpon like to roll in the current, which surges through the pilings. Johnny took us in for a close look, easing into position with skill and then throwing out the anchor. Then we all rigged up. This is my way. Well, lipstick is good for protection from the Florida sun. I fished all my life, but Bob never did until we moved to Florida. Now he's a fishing fanatic and has a huge collection of lures and thingamajigs he keeps in small waterproof plastic containers. Bob wanted to try light spinning tackle, even though Johnny told him these tarpon were just too big. Bob insisted, and Johnny kept quiet with a patient look that said he'd been all through this time and again. He'd just wait. For a while, we all waited. We could see tarpon rolling under the bridge and cars rolling over it, but no strikes. We did spot a very familiar truck. Imagine a Coca-Cola truck 3 miles at sea. Even with no strikes, just being out on waters like these is really exciting. Johnny said Bob's hat, one which the servicemen gave us when we performed in South Vietnam, was spooking these Florida tarpon. So he gave Bob a real Florida conch's hat. Natives call themselves conchs after a local shellfish. So where's the fish? I tried Bob's spinning rig, and maybe it was the hat. He jumped once and was gone. Bob thought he could have done better, and Johnny said I had yanked the hook right away from the tarpon. While Johnny re-rigged the line, I decided it was time for you-know-what. I didn't even get it open before Bob let out a whoop. Tarpon on! Look at him leap. You're supposed to keep the rod tip up and let the rod do the work. But doing that with a 90-pound tarpon isn't easy. I I wanted to help, and Bob told me how I could. Get out of the way. Bob hung on, taking in line when he could. The fish was tired, but still too far away for Johnny to grab hold of the wire leader. When a big man and a big fish are connected by a light line, sooner or later, something's got to give. With a flip of the tail, it did. Johnny was right. These tarpon were just too much. Bob gave me the old showbiz cut sign, and his rod was as straight as could be. Too bad, but it seemed like a good time for a lunch break. So Johnny took us back to the Sea Sharp, our sports fisherman, and we had the lunch I'd packed before we left our home in Miami. We found that Tupperware containers are wonderful to use on our boat. They don't break when the water gets rough. Having airtight seals is real good, too. It keeps things from spilling and keeps foods either crisp or moist, whichever way they're supposed to be. Our home in Miami, like many in Florida, is right on the water. We keep our boat tied up there, and all the pleasures of cruising are just a few steps away. It's one of the things we've enjoyed most about living in Florida. We love to fish, and because our work means a lot of traveling, it's nice to be off and fishing the minute we get home. Bob said he was going to catch the biggest tarpon in the Keys right after lunch, and I wished him luck. Secretly, I had a few tricks up my sleeve that even super guide Johnny Brantner had never thought of. First, I used a conch shell to call him up. Then I braced myself and applied a little plain-spoken English. Come on. That did it. Believe me, fighting a tarpon is hard work, especially one going like this. Wow-wee! With Johnny's deep-sea rig, I lit into that fish, and he lit into me. I reeled as fast as I could, and Johnny kept telling me to slow down, or we'd have a leaping tarpon right in the boat with us. But I was determined to boat this one. Then seaweed caught on my line. Oh, would it tangle and break with all those acrobatics going on at the other end? Johnny was handling the boat, so it was Bob to the rescue. Jumpin' Jehoshaphat. Just hang on now till Johnny can get the leader in his hand. He was a beauty, the silver king of game fish. We had already decided to release any tarpon we landed, so Johnny tagged the fish to help in a study of tarpon migrations. A harmless plastic tag is inserted through the base of the dorsal fin. But I still wanted to see my fish, so Johnny carefully gaffed and lifted the tarpon. Boy, was he big, and boy, was I proud. It's a thrill I'll never forget. It's a feeling you can't describe, but once you boat a tarpon, you're just as hooked as the fish. They call it tarpon fever, a very pleasant disease. Very gently, Johnny released the tarpon, and as one performer to another, I gave him a big round of applause. Bob congratulated me, and I hugged Johnny. Then I proudly put up the tarpon flag, which every boat flies when a tarpon is successfully landed. The flag fluttered as we passed under a good old 7-mile bridge and all the way back to Tarpon Lodge Marina in Marathon. Oh, it had been a good day, but a long one. If we started right away, we'd have time to get back to Miami before nightfall. Bob helped with the docking, and we jumped out with just a quick goodbye to Johnny, who must have one of the most pleasant jobs in the world. And you know what that sweet Johnny Brantner did? He gave me his tarpon flag for a souvenir. I wanted to hug him again, but Bob says 1 hug per tarpon. So we left our very special place with plenty of fishing excitement, but we'll go back. We always do. Maybe we'll see you there.